Let's unveil the angel of the Lord and explore his identity, his role, and his importance in God's grand plan. This series is all about understanding key figures from the Old Testament who had a profound impact on the course of history and whose stories continue to resonate with us today. So let's dive into the enigmatic world of the angel of the Lord and discover his significance in the tapestry of faith. Welcome to VidStake, where we lift the veils of time and tradition to reveal the fascinating stories and deeper meanings behind the key figures of the Old Testament. Today, we are diving into the enigmatic realm of the angel of the Lord. But before we begin our journey, I invite you to subscribe. Join our community of subscribers who are eager to explore the depths of faith and uncover the unveiled truths of the past. Don't miss out on new episodes every day. Let's embark on this enlightening adventure together. But first, who is the angel of the Lord? The angel of the Lord is a mysterious and awe-inspiring figure who appears throughout the Old Testament. In fact, he is mentioned over 90 times. He is often depicted as a messenger of God, delivering important messages and prophecies to the people of Israel. However, the angel of the Lord is more than just a messenger. He is a manifestation of God himself, appearing in human form to interact with mortals. The Hebrew Bible refers to him as the messenger, the agent or the minister of God, emphasizing his divine origins and his mission to carry out God's will. These theophanic appearances of the angel of the Lord reveal several important aspects of God's character and purposes. First, these appearances show that God is immediately involved in the affairs of humanity. He doesn't remain distant or indifferent to the struggles and decisions of his creation. Instead, he actively engages with individuals and nations, guiding them and intervening in their lives. Second, the angel of the Lord's encounters with humans demonstrate God's protective guidance over his people. He watches over them, defends them, and provides for their needs. This aspect of God's nature offers comfort and reassurance to those who trust in him, knowing that they are not alone, but under the watchful care of a loving and powerful divine being. Finally, the appearances of the angel of the Lord highlight God's willingness to communicate with humanity. Despite the vast difference in their nature, God doesn't hesitate to reach out to people, revealing himself through visions, dreams, and direct interactions with the angel of the Lord. These divine encounters create a sense of intimacy and connection between God and humanity, fostering a relationship that transcends the boundaries of the physical world. Now you might be wondering, did the angel of the Lord ever appear in human form? Yes, he did. In fact, many biblical scholars believe that some of the accounts of the angel of the Lord actually describe manifestations of God himself in physical form. For example, when the angel of the Lord appears to Moses in the burning bush, he reveals himself as Yahweh, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Similarly, the angel of the Lord, who appears to Gideon, is described as powerful and majestic, displaying characteristics that are often associated with God rather than a mere messenger. These instances suggest that the angel of the Lord may not merely be a messenger, but a manifestation of God himself, bringing divine presence and power into the earthly realm. The angel of the Lord is often depicted as having a dual role. On one hand, he acts as a messenger, delivering messages and instructions from God to humans. On the other hand, he also functions as an agent of divine power, carrying out God's will directly. This dual nature is evident in his interactions with individuals like Hagar in Genesis chapter 21 and Ezekiel in Ezekiel chapter 4, where he delivers messages from God while also demonstrating supernatural abilities and power. Who exactly is the angel of the Lord? Well, the Bible provides some clues, but his true identity remains shrouded in mystery. Some scholars believe that the angel of the Lord is none other than Jesus Christ himself, the Word of God made flesh. This idea is supported by passages such as John chapter 1 verse 14, which states, "And the Word became flesh and dwelt among us, and we beheld his glory, the glory as of the only begotten of the Father, full of grace and truth." Proponents of this view argue that the angel of the Lord's pre-incarnate appearance in the Old Testament foreshadows the coming of Jesus Christ in the New Testament, who is the ultimate revelation of God's love and salvation for humanity. However, it's important to note that the angel of the Lord is not directly identified as Jesus in the Old Testament, and scholars generally avoid equating the two without acknowledging that it is a matter of faith and interpretation. Other scholars propose that the angel of the Lord is a distinct divine being, a member of the heavenly court who holds a special rank and authority. This view is supported by the description of the angel of the Lord as a warrior in Exodus chapter 23 and as a heavenly being who appears in the temple in Ezekiel chapter 44. According to this interpretation, the angel of the Lord serves as God's representative, carrying out his will and delivering messages to humanity. Yet another perspective suggests that the angel of the Lord is a personification of God's presence, a symbolic representation of his spirit at work in the world. This view emphasizes the immanence of God, his nearness to humanity, and his active engagement in human affairs. Proponents of this interpretation see the angel of the Lord as a manifestation of God's power, wisdom, and love, rather than a separate entity. Ultimately, the true identity of the angel of the Lord remains a profound mystery. The Bible offers glimpses of his nature and purpose, but leaves much for believers to ponder and interpret. Whether he is a messenger, an agent, a manifestation of God's presence, or even Jesus Christ himself, the angel of the Lord continues to captivate the minds and hearts of believers. What's clear is that the angel of the Lord plays a significant role in God's plan of salvation, appearing repeatedly in the Old Testament to guide, protect, and deliver God's people. He serves as a messenger, delivering important messages and prophecies that shape the course of history. His encounters with humans reveal God's character and purposes, demonstrating his active involvement in human affairs and his deep concern for the well-being of his creation. The angel of the Lord embodies God's protective guidance, watching over his people and providing for their needs. His appearances offer comfort and reassurance, reminding believers that they are not alone, but under the watchful care of a loving and powerful divine being. Furthermore, the angel of the Lord serves as a conduit of communication between God and humanity. Despite the vast difference in their nature, God doesn't hesitate to reach out to people, revealing himself through visions, dreams, and direct interactions with the angel of the Lord. These divine encounters create a sense of intimacy and connection, fostering a relationship that transcends the boundaries of the physical world. As we continue our exploration of the Unveiled series, keep in mind that each episode builds upon the previous ones. You'll encounter captivating narratives, profound theological insights, and unexpected twists that will challenge your perspectives and deepen your understanding of the biblical narrative. So don't miss out on any episode. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey through the book of Genesis. If you found this video enlightening and would like to support us, please consider liking our videos and subscribing to our channel. Your kindness helps us continue producing high-quality content that brings the stories of faith to life. Together, we can keep these stories alive for future generations.